guys, this is Matt. We are all welcome to the Smart View. So on our last video we discussed about trend line and how you can use trend line to make a massive winning in your trading journey. Either you are trading Forex or you are trading crypto. And also before that we discussed about support and resistance, and how you can take every trade at every support and how you can take every trade at every resistance. We also discussed about how you can use your trend line to serve as your support and as your resistance. So please, if you have not seen those videos, try to see it. So now this video we are going to be talking about psychological level, and I'm going to be showing you how you can use psychological trading to win many of your trades. So yes, before we proceed, I know many of you will be like, oh, they didn't know what it's saying, or is it blabbing? No, you can see the results right here. These are some of my trades that I took last week on my small account while training my students. Yes, I have a group. This is my VIP group up there, and also I have my normal group also, and I just opened a Telegram channel also. You can join my Telegram channel so that you can be getting free signal and you'll be seeing all trading activities. So my signals are free. You can join. It is for free because I'm here to teach you and also help you make money. I am making money, yes, on trading crypto, Forex. Yes, I'm making money. So I want you guys also to make money. So I want you to stay tuned to the end of this video because I'll be sharing you some strategy that can help you increase your chances of winning in trading. So now let's take a look at one of these trading pairs. So let's look at Euro USD today. So Euro USD, on this I'm going to be teaching you on how you can use psychological level to determine your entry, your exit, and how you can win. Now, one thing I want you to pay attention to is because I know a lot of people saying, oh, they don't know how to analyze, you don't know how to draw a trend line, you don't know how to do this, how can you win? I like that topic. It's an interesting topic. Yes, how you can win. I'm going to teach you on how you can win right now. This video won't be too long because I want you to be able to watch it, understand it, and you can repeat it, watch it, and use it to backtest until you get it right, because it's very simple. We are not going to be drawing zigzag or anything on the chart. No, we are not doing that. We are just going to be trading with our psychology. So it's very simple. In this, you can win. You can increase your portfolio. You can flip your accounts. You can do anything with it. So let's just get started. Now, psychological level. What is psychology? Psychological level is just like your mindset, your thinking, and it's like the way you program, the way we program, the way we think. So let me just break this down in a layman form. Like, okay, now psychological level is part of our day-to-day activities. You might not be aware of it, and I believe many people might not be aware of it, but it is part of our day-to-day activities. Now let me explain and let me break this down. Now let's take for instance, you want to purchase an iPad in the market. So you went to the market to get an iPad, and they said, oh, this iPad cost you $1,570. $1,570. That is the price of this iPad. Now you are in a market whereby you have the chance to price the market down. I mean, when I mean price the market down, I mean that you have the chance to tell the sellers the amount you are willing to pay for that particular product. So now in this market, you said, oh, the seller told you that this is 1,750 for you to get this iPad. Now what is going to be your 1,007? Okay, I say 1,570. So let me put it down. They say the price of this is going for 1,570, which is $1,570. This is the selling price that the seller is willing to sell the iPad for you. Now you have the chance to price it down. As normal human, the nearest price that will come to our mind in order to bring this down is the first price that will come to our mind to bring the price down would be, as a buyer, is going to be 1,550, and many people can agree with me on this because we know 1,550 is a closest, is whole number compared to 1,570. Now if we leave this 1,550, let's say we want to bring the market further down, what is going to be the next price on our mind to tell the seller that we want to buy it? And if everyone agree with me, the next price is going to be $1,500. $1,500. That is going to be the next price. because this is the way we think. Because human, we have some point at which this is our exit point, this is our entry point, because we know that we go into the market, we have the chance to price this thing. Why the $20 on it? Why the $10 on it? We don't like anything like figures on money or on anything. So we want something like, okay, it is rounded up. This is rounded figure 1.5. Oh, I'm paying 1,000. I'm paying 100. I'm paying 50. I'm paying 150. But when you see something like 110, 160, 165, 163, if we have the chance to do anything, we are going to round those figures up to a whole number. So that is how psychology works. Now let's look at how we can apply this psychology in trading, or how traders apply this in their day-to-day trading activities. And the way they apply it is the way they all, like 90% of the traders use this. So if you are able to follow this as well, you are going to be going into the market when the big guys are going into the market. You are going to be leaving the market when the big guys are leaving the market, because this is going to help your entry and your exit strategy. So now let's draw some psychological line in this currency. Remember, Euro USDT is also a currency pair. Euro is the currency here. Now look at this. We want to buy Euro. 1 euro is being traded is 1 euro is trading for 1.06526. So let me also type this out. It's trading for 1.06526, which is 1.06526. Now this is the cost of 1 euro in dollar. Now let's say we are in the market. Let's use this the same instance to program this. We are in the market and we are told that, okay, for us to buy one of this coin, we are going to pay this amount of price. And now this is a market that we have the chance to determine the price we want to pay. We have the chance to determine the price we want to pay. So now if you look at this right now, if we are going to buy or pay for this, if everyone will agree with me, we are going to price this market down to 1.06500, because this is the nearest rounded figure, because we will feel like, why did 26 on it? Why don't we round this 26 to 00 and we'll pay 1.06500? So that is normal psychology. So now I'm going to take a horizontal line. This is a horizontal line. So I'm going to come here and place it on 1.06500. So I'm going to edit it by putting 1.06500. So I'm going to click on OK. So this is 1.06500. Now for you to draw your psychology line, you can either use in 50 or in 100. So now what I mean by in 50, I mean by in pips. In 50 pips up, 50 pips down. That is how you can calculate your psychological level. So if you are, or you can make it 100 pips up, 100 pips down, based on you. But I like using from 50 pips. So from there you are going to be seeing the line. So if you are trading if you are trading a market that has a high volume of liquidity like BTC, like gold, you can use 500 pips up, 500 pips down. So basically that is that. Let me just make this example. This is 50 pips up, 50 pips down. So now let's put another psychological line. Remember, this is 1.06500. Our next point is going to be 1.0700. So because up, the next point is going to be 1.0700 if we are going up. So this is 1.0700. 1.0700. That is 650. So if we add another 50 pips, it's going to be 1.0700. So 1.0500, 650, 1.0700. Yeah, we are correct. 1.06, sorry, 1.07. That is 1.07. So let me edit this. 1.0700. So yeah, 1.0700. Yeah, that is it. So yes, so now this is 1.0650, 660, 670, okay, 700. We are correct. Now for us to know if what we've done here is actually up to 50 pips, because it's very good for you to use these measurements here to measure from this point to this point, and it should be giving you 50 pips. So this is 50 pips. Yeah, so we are correct. Sorry, 1.0700 is 50 pips. So on the line we are correct, 50 pips. So now this is, like I said, 50 pips up, 50 pips down. Now let's take the down one. This is 1.06500, while the next one is going to be down, is going to be 1.06000. so it's going to be here 1.06000. so let me 000. So you can always double click for you to edit it. 1.06000. so that is it. So another one is going to be, if you are doing more, let me zoom this. Okay, I can also bring this down. So okay, so now let's take it like this. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Let me remove all the old existing lines I have here. Okay, so now we have one, we have these two, we have, this is 1.0700. the next point is going to be 1.07500. so we can come here again, so we put another one here, then we edit it to 1.07500. so remember, I'm doing 50 pips, so you can also draw the line. So at times I have all these lines on my chart, but I don't, since I know it on my head, I'll just have it on like that. So now the next one will be 1.0800. so I'm going to stop very soon. So let me just draw a few more so I can explain with that, then we can proceed. Why the next one would not be 1.08500. so it's very simple like that. That is how you draw your psychological level. So I'm now going to show you, the next thing I'm going to show you is how your chart, how to take your trade with this psychological level. So now let me draw the last one up, which is going to be 1.09000. so 1.09000, yeah. So we have to click on it so that we can have accurate number 09000. Now we've successfully mapped out all our psychological level. So let me delete this. So I'm going to explain this fast, so it won't take much of our time. So remember, if you've not seen the last video, watch the last video. It's very important. Now I'm going to start from somewhere very simple. So let's start from somewhere like this to explain what happened in this chart using this psychological level. So now I'm going to assume that we all have our psychological level before now. Like I said, you can check my chart, my group, and see that how I analyze the chart and show people how to enter the market, and we are taking profit. Now look at what happened in this point here. Now if you look at what the market structure, the market started here dangling and going up. So if you look at this now, you will see that immediately we have a breakout at this point here. The market has been using this our psychological level at 1.08500 as a support zone. You can see a support zone going up, coming down here, just going, moving up and down at this support zone at this psychological level. So your psychological level can also serve as your support and your resistance zone. So I'm putting this down for those that say, I don't know how to identify my support zone, I don't know how to identify my resistance zone. This is the best method for you to use. You are a beginner, you want to learn, you want to win. This is the best method. Just analyze your psychological level, put it 50 pieces up, 50 pieces down, and you are good to go. Now, just like what we used to say, when you have the chart, when you have the candles breaking through your support level, or breaking through, when you have this candle breaking through your support level and you see the abilities that the market is in a downtrend movement, what do? You sell because it has broke through your support level. When you see the market breaking through your resistance, your resistance level, and you see the market is in an uptrend, you buy. So now looking at this market right now, so see, this is a breakout here, a massive breakout from year to year, breaking this our psychological line, then coming down at this point here, now at this moment. Now what are we going to do? If you look at the market now, you'll see that okay, this market is changing position from a downtrend to from an uptrend to a downtrend. But now let's say you in the market, you are not sure of whatever is happening in the market. So someone like me now, after this breakout, breaking this psychological level and also breaking to this point here, this psychological level, what I'm going to wait for is a retracement. And this is the retracement candle. You can see what happened here. This is a retracement because this is a clear retracement here. So let me show you the path. From here is a retracement up, so I'll be expecting a retracement to this, my psychological level to serve as a resistance, and I will be expecting. Alright, so at this region right now, breaking through this, like what I said, I'll just go for a sell. But let's say you are a newbies and you just want to watch the market. Now remember we are working with this psychological level, and we can see a breakthrough from this point here to this. So you wait for a retracement, you go for a sell, and at this point you take out your profit. Now looking at what happened here, remember this market is clearly in a downtrend, and now like I said, your psychological level will serve as a resistance and also like a support. Now look at this thing. Once we are in a downtrend and there is a breakout to this point here, and also we have a breakout of this psychological level. So breakout at this support region, this psychological level that serves as a support region here, but there is a breakout at this place here. Now when we have the breakout at this place here, you can see that the market, the candles, the market is trying to go back up, but this psychological level also serves as a resistance, so the market was unable to go back up at this point here. Now you can see that the market has now been trading below this psychological level, because this psychological level is serving as a resistance. So as a trader, at this point here, you can see a resistance, a resistance, a resistance. So at this point also, look at what happened here. The market is trying to go up right now, but it means a resistance here and it's coming down. Now part of the advice or things we used to trade for every trader is, whenever you are in an uptrend, you will look for a buying opportunity. Whenever you are in a downtrend, whenever the market is in a downtrend, you look for a selling opportunity. And selling opportunity is just like an opportunity like this, because this is a selling opportunity. From this region here down here is a selling opportunity. So if you are selling from this region, remember all psychological level are 50 pips away. So if you are going for a sell at this region here up to this region here, you are getting 50 pips. And you can see the market coming down here, this psychological level we have down here serve as what? As a support. Serve as a support for the market, further pushing the market up. And now the moment we have another breakout of the psychological level, what do we see? The market start tanking again. Now what I'm showing you is something I want you to practicalize. I'm not only showing you this for you to look. It is very simple. Psychological level, you don't need to stress your brain on looking on tracing the support line, the last price action, the support line of the market, the resistance line of the market. You don't need to worry yourself about that. Once you are able to draw the psychological line perfectly, it's going to serve as your support and your resistance, and you can win all your trades. It's going to serve as support and resistance. Just know how to read. The first thing you need to know is to know what support is, what resistance is, and with that, support and resistance is also called a demand and supply. You can watch my video on support and resistance for you to understand better. Now once you are able to identify your support and your resistance, you don't need to know how to draw the line. Just come and use the psychological level. Put this line 50 pips up, 50 pips down on your chart. Just put it on your chart in the nearest whole number. So now look at how everything will play out. You can backtest it, look at the previous chart, or wait for a new one. Now with this, now you can see coming up, coming down, coming up, coming down. You can see that our psychological level has been working as a support and also be working as a resistance. Look at it, look at it, look at it. So this is the beauty of psychological level, you knowing when to place your trade. Now look at this market now, going from this up, breaking the psychological level, further moving up, and now coming down, breaking the psychological level down. Now look at what happened at this point here. Let's say you enter a trade at this point here, you will be getting out of this trade the moment it breaks through the psychological level. So now why I said that in this video, you will also be learning when to enter and when to leave the market. It is a very simple strategy. Like me now, I leave the market at every support and resistance zone. So let's say I open a trade now. This is a trade here now. So I'm saying I'm going for a long position at this region here now. So from this trade, I want to enter this trade. I'm going for a long position. So please pay attention to this. Now, how do I determine when I'm going to leave the market? This is how I do my trade here. So I'm going to put my stop or my take profit at the nearest psychological level. So if I should analyze the chart and see that this market can move up further, then this is what I used to do. Let's say this is 2 psychological level right now. I want to target like 100 pips. Remember, at this psychological level is 50 pips. So me getting in from this region here, going up, is going to give me more pips. And one thing I also want you to understand is, when you are entering the market, you should know where to put your stop loss. So if I want to put my stop loss will be a little bit below the psychological level, because I know that market can go up and come down to touch the psychological level. So now my take profit ideally is going to be some few pips away from this psychological level. So you are going to see me some few pips away before it touches this psychological level, so I would have taken my profit. But at times I do split my profit in TP1, TP2. So if I'm going to pull my TP1 will be at this point here, where I'll be closing majority of my position in this first psychological level, and I'm going to target this up here as my TP2. So in this place, my TP1 will be here, where I'll be taking closing majority of my position, or selling half of my contract, while here is going to be my TP2. So I'll just put it a little bit somewhere around here. So now if you look at this market here, moving up, the second this thing did not get to our TP2. So immediately I see this reversal candle, because this is a candle here, this is a reversal candle here. So immediately I notice this reversal candle, and I can see that the market is not coming down at any moment here. I might not close the trade, but the moment I can see that the market is testing this point here, and I can see a breakthrough down of this psychological level, I am going to definitely close my trade. So I will close the remaining part of my trade if this should happen. If I see a breakdown through this psychological level, and I can see that the psychological level is serving as a support zone, so this has clearly shown me that as a resistance. So this has clearly shown me that the market is not going back up to this point that I want to exist any moment. So I've taken half of my contract already, so I'll just take the remaining of my profits here. Since I enter at this region, I'm still at profits here, so I'll just close the remaining of my profits. So that is how it works. So now you need to understand and study this clearly. It is very simple and very easy. This is a psychological level for you to win all trade. Now look at this trade right now. Look at what is happening with this psychological level. You can see that we have a breakthrough here, and this point have served as a resistance zone. So if I'm going to give you a signal to this, to what is currently happening here, if I want to give you a signal, although it's not a clear signal, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a signal. So now let's say I want to give you a signal for you to use for this week. So I'm going to do something like this. First thing, I'm going to go into the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, I'm going to check. Let me remove this. So let me also remove this. So on the daily time frame, so this is a live signal for everyone in this channel right now, which you can make use of. So on the daily time frame, this is what is happening on the daily time frame. So I can see that, like I said, the market is still in a downtrend position, but I can see what is happening. So this is a candle forming in the situation in the market. So yes, I can see what is happening in the market now. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change my time frame. I'm going to check what is happening in 4 hours time frame. So okay, this is what is happening in the 4 hour time frame. Already we can see the market break through this, and this is serving as a resistance, as a support. This is serving as a support. This our psychological level as 1.6500 is serving as a support. So now I'm going to go to my 1 hour time frame. So yeah, so it's not compulsory you do this, but this is how I do my double checking for me to know what is happening in my various time frame. And finally, before I take in my other my decision, I'm going to check my 5 minutes time frame, and this is what is happening on my 5 minutes time frame. So in this trade now, so I want to take this trade with my psychological level. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to come here, then I'm going to go for because this market has already done this coming down here. So now I'm going to go for a quick long position, because I see that the market is going back up. So at this region here now, which we have a clear region here, so let me remove this. So we have a clear region here. So at this point here now, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait for market to come back and touch this 1.06500. So that is what you have to do. So this is what I'm going to do. I will just come here at this 1.06500. I'll wait for market to touch this 1.06500. Then I'll go for my long position, and I'm going to take my first profit at this region here. first profit at this region here. So that is where I'm going to put my first take profit at this region here. Then if I'm putting my stop loss, but what I'm going to do right now is, since I'll be putting my stop loss has to be away from this place here, because this is a point here. So my stop loss will be few cents away from here, and I'm going to target all the way up here. So now this is what I usually do. Note, once this next candle that is forming right now, once it gets to this point here, I'm not going to take my trade immediately. I'm going to wait, because the candle might drop down to this point here and then find a balance. It might drop down in this point here, then retrace back to this place, and this line is going to serve as a resistance line. Then I'm going to change the direction of my trade to sell down. So that is how I'm going to make my decision. So what I'm trying to explain is this. Let me just put it this way. So if this candle that is coming here should break down this our line here, and after breaking down, then if there is a retracement up here, that means making this our psychological line to serve as a resistance, then I'm going to, from this point here, I will change the direction of what I want to do, and I will go on sell. I'm going to sell, and I'm going to take my profits at this psychological level right here. So, but if this candle here find a support and the next candle happens to be, let me remove this. If this candle forming now find a support, and the next candle after dropping down here, it finds a support here, and the next candle also happens to be a green candle, then I'm going to take this trade, enter a buy, then take my profit at this region here. So thank you. So guys, that is a signal for you. Watch out for it, and whatever the result may be, always make sure you use your risk management. Is very important. Don't blow all your accounts, so that you can have more money to trade next time. Thanks you. Bye for now. Make sure you like, subscribe, and stay tuned to this channel, because I have more and more education to share with you. Thank you guys. Bye for now.